Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is a singles match set for 1 fall, 1 submission, or a knockout. It also has a 15-minute time limit, and your referee is Mr. Steve Linsky. Introducing first. Coming down the aisle from the mean streets of Portsmouth, winning at 168 pounds, he is representing the Chavs. This is Skins.
Well, Mark Skins Haskins, one half of the Chavs. And what a beautiful greeting he gave everyone there.
It was jive talk, I think. That's how the kids do, and they're down with the kids. That's what they say.
Is that it? I'm just not down with the kids.
Neither am I.
And his opponent.
Oh, well, look out! Here comes the Damned Nation. Or well, 2/3 of them at least.
Representing Damned Nation and being led down the aisle by the Pale Rider, Gabriel Gray, winning at 13 stone. This is one half of the current 1PW World Tag Team Champions. This is Majik.
Apparently the third member, Dragon Izu, was otherwise engaged.
Well, yeah, Dragon Izu came out by himself at Yarmouth, and now the other 2/3 are here. I don't quite know what's happening there, but well, Skins on behalf of the Chavs. Obviously, the Chavs took on Damned Nation in a tag match last time we were here in Dartford, and Skins was pinned by Majik, and he's asked for this singles match.
That's right, he wants to give him a chance to prove himself in singles action, one-on-one. But you know what? One-on-one and the Damnation are two phrases that not usually go together.
You have to wonder if Skins knows really what he's let himself in for here. And of course, since our last trip to Dartford, this unit has become the official 1PW World Tag Team Champions.
Skin seems very reluctant to get in the ring right now.
Do you blame him?
Not at all, especially with Majik looking as...
And here comes Gabriel Gray, my good friend, Gabriel Gray, and it is a pleasure as always, sir.
You would be friends,
Have you met Gabriel Gray?
No, I haven't. Nice to meet you, I think. Okay, well, hang on, let me get my headset.
That sounds like a great idea. Mr. Gray, come and take your seat.
I couldn't help myself.
Hello then, sir.
Hello.
Always a pleasure doing business with the Damned Nation.
Team, every time I get to spend some time with you, it's wonderful.
Absolutely.
Speaking of which, every time we get to kill a chav, I think that's probably the most wonderful thing we can do in wrestling.
Well, you like chav killing, don't you?
It's a speciality of the team, to be honest. You see, I have to say, if anything, you can watch Majik here, it brings out the best in him. Killing a chav, just... I mean, Majik's very well known to be that technical wrestler.
Indeed.
But the aggression sometimes it's going to come out a whole lot more with an opponent like this because, let's face it, who doesn't like to see a chav get smeared across a canvas?
And of course, Majik hasn't just trained in the UK. I believe he's trained all over the world. You're telling me some of the places, India,
yes,
California State University, the CSU.
Majik, best known for his British style, his very old school, classic British wrestler in a lot of ways, but as he said, trained all over the world, versatile in a whole load of different styles, and you will really, I'm sorry, this is almost too easy, but you will see him work as many different styles. Majik actually very well versed as a suplex machine. Everybody thinks of him as a mat wrestler. He will pick anybody up and throw them. He has actually got some really freakish strength. One of the reasons I'd have to pick him for my team every day of the week.
Now, Gabriel Gray, I do have to ask you one question, which is basically, last time RQW was on TWC Fight, we saw Dragon Isu come out on his own.
Indeed.
During the Team Charming match.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we've now seen you and Majik, the other 2/3 of Damnation, come out for this match. Where is Dragon Isu? Is he backstage? Is he in the building? What's happening?
Well, you see, Dean, you've known me for a while, and let's be honest, have you ever known me show all my cards?
No.
Have you ever known me give an answer if I didn't need to?
If you don't want to, more like.
Well, when you've got guys like Majik and Dragon Isu standing behind you, who do I have to answer to? Now, I have to admit, Dean, as far as British wrestling goes, you are one of my favourite men. I've looked up to you for a long time, but...
Well, thank you.
And obviously there's been some recent business transactions between us that have been particularly lucrative. But if you don't mind, I'll play those cards a little closer to my chest than maybe ordinarily I would. Dragon Isu's whereabouts, he could be in the crowd, he could be in the back, he could be in Japan, he could be in Canada, but for now, I'll keep my mouth shut.
Well, when you think you know the answers, you change the questions, Gabriel Gray, but Majik in a little bit of trouble here. Skins has him draped over the ropes and he's looking rather pleased with himself.
Now, I won't...
Oh, not anymore, he's not.
See, now, I wouldn't take anything away from Skins here. He is a really good athlete, but he's a chav. And if there's one thing that will make sure that Majik will do about as much damage as he's going to, it's going to be a chav. So Majik is in trouble, but he'll remember sooner or later who he's in there with.
Wow, big clothesline.
All right, well, maybe he won't remember, but he'll notice sooner or later who he's in there with once again, and I guarantee you that he'll take the man apart.
I mean, you two, well, you and your opponent here, you seem to be at opposite sides of a social spectrum. I mean, the Damnation, you've said to me before, you're basically social outcasts. Am I right?
Well, there's a thing about Damnation. You've got a complete juxtaposition of interests, of styles, of purpose.
5 minutes have gone by, 5 minutes.
At the end of the day, what we did was we took these different people and we made a dichotomy that makes us the most dominant force, at least in tag team British wrestling, out there today. Majik's one of the best, Dragon Isu's one of the best, and the fact of the matter is, we go, oh, now this may be a tap out.
He certainly looks in a lot of pain.
So, variation on the Fujiwara armbar.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys are basically here to win those tag belts. Is that why you've been showing up during Team Charming matches, because they've got those belts?
Oh, at the end of the day, we are the best tag team in Britain. We've proven it elsewhere. We go to the places with the best competition.
Like RQW?
Like RQW. The thing is, RQW, when we said we were coming, chose not to put us in that tag team tournament, which, you know, you can or cannot understand. We are one of the most controversial teams out there. Maybe they thought it was good for business if we were out the way for a little while, but we came to RQW to prove just like that clothesline does, that we are in fact the best.
Of course, to be a good tag team wrestler, you have to be a good singles wrestler. So this proving a point for Majik, I guess.
Majik, 9 years experience, tag team veteran, singles veteran, worked all over the world, across Europe, across the UK. There's nothing that he can't do if he puts his mind to it.
Oh, this doesn't look good.
Oh, that could be uncomfortable.
Oh, nice reversal by Majik.
Now this is something new, where Majik, he's calling this the freakish slam.
Oh, the freakish slam.
And
oh, man!
Oh, that will be it.
Oh!
He either taps or he loses an arm.
That is absolutely brutal, Gabriel Gray. Where on earth did you get a move like that from?
Well,
ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, as a result of a submission, Majik.
Where did you teach him a move like that? That was, ow, that was, my shoulders hurt.
Well, it's like we keep saying, you can be with us, or like Skins is, you can be against us. But we will come out victorious, and like I keep telling RQW, there's not a damn thing you can do about it.
Well, Gabriel Gray, I'm pleased to think I'm with you, and it's been a pleasure, sir.
Always a pleasure, Dean, never a chore.
And as Gabriel Gray just chases Skins off, even the referee Steve Linsky looks a bit perturbed by all of that. Wow. Be it singles or tag competition, Damnation always come out on top. Your winner, Majik.